hosting today's discussion about the role of women in the LDS Church.
Mormon Feminism. This should be good.
What do you make of today's LDS feminist movement? Why do you think women are speaking out so publicly now? And how do you think Mormon church leadership will or should respond? Well, this certainly is just one in a string of calls to action by Mormon feminists over the years. I think that those who sort of follow the Mormon news will remember back in the 70s, there was this Mormon mother of four, Sonia Johnson, who spoke out in support of the Equal Rights Amendment. In the 1990s, there were 3 women who were disciplined, a couple of them excommunicated for talking about Mormon feminist ideas about a mother in heaven.
A couple of things need to be broken down here. 1. LDS church disciplinary courts do not release public records on why someone is excommunicated. So any information we have on these excommunications are from the people that have been disciplined or excommunicated themselves. Believing in equality nor teaching equality is an excommunicable offense. 2. It is no secret that the LDS Church believes that there is a mother in heaven. The problem is that there is no church doctrine on her that can be credibly discussed or taught. So it would not be an excommunicable offense to teach of Mother in Heaven's existence.
Can you define for us what Mormon feminism means to you? Is it just, a bunch of bra-burning, angry women who have a chip on their shoulders and want to be better than men or hate men? Or, define for us what this movement is at its core for you.
Thank you so much for asking that, because I've gotten a lot of that where people come up to me and they say, do you know that you hate your husband because you're a feminist? And that is 100% absolutely not true. Mormon feminism is just seeking equality for men and women. And I think anyone, by that definition, most people would call themselves feminists. I think most people these days are for equality. And so there's a lot of different ways that different people, and that's actually why I founded MormonFeminist.org, which is a place where people can go and post what feminism means to them and why they're a Mormon feminist, because it's different for each person.
Feminism is just seeking equality for men and women.
For me personally, like I said already, I seek for changing the culture a lot and making it okay to be a Mormon feminist in the church.
Feminism is about smashing patriarchy, right?
Because right now, feminism has become like the other F word is the joke that we call it. When it's not a bad thing at all. Feminism is great, and I think if more people knew what feminism actually was, they would subscribe to feminism.
You have been misled, my dear. The LDS Church specifically teaches gender roles. What men do and what women do. It's in the doctrine.
So, Kate, is that what feminism means to you? And what separates it from the Mormon feminist? Why that Mormon part?
Mormon feminists are women who have given countless hours of service to the church. Mormon feminists are women who are active in the church and serve diligently. Mormon feminists are mothers and women and sisters and wives. And Mormon feminists simply believe that when God created men and women, and they are both equal in the sight of God.
The cognitive dissonance is strong with this one.
What is energizing people? What is it about this particular moment in time? Amber, what do you think?
Well, we had Wear Pants to Church Day, which I think really empowered women.
Wearing pants is empowering. What is it about pants that is empowering? What if it was the dress that was empowering? I would think men are really missing out, right?
Women wore pants to church. I think you mentioned it. It was just one Sunday back in December, and that really empowered all of us to kind of own our feminism and be free to be Mormon feminists and speak out in our churches.
In any difference of opinion, pants always beats no pants.
And then that really got energy high to start doing more things, and that's where Let Women Pray came from. And now seeing that a woman praying, seeing that the church is making strides, you know, be it how small or how big it might have been to different women, people are really excited.
All this from an article of clothing? What scripture in the Bible talks about the power of pants?
And they want to see more. They want to have a more open, accepting church to be able to go to. They can feel welcomed and accepted in.
Moses, I want you to take these. Oh, good grief, what on earth are you wearing?
It's all the rage. It's called a robe.
Oh, for goodness sake, get some pants on, man. How am I ever going to take you seriously wearing a dress? Robe.
Kate, your thoughts on this past conference and the role that women are taking in the church?
I think the fact that there are several different kinds of Mormon feminism.
Feminism is just seeking equality for men and women.
And that there are lots of different tactics that are being taken is extremely exciting. And it's the next progression in any movement, that there's a diversity of opinion.
When it comes to religion, it is not a democracy. It is God is right and you are wrong if you don't agree with God.
And that people take different tactics and different ways of getting at this problem. But I think one thing that we can all agree on is that women and men are not treated equally in the church.
Sherry Dew, a prominent leader of the LDS Church, says you're wrong.
I think I can kind of understand why you would draw a conclusion that because we are not ordained to the priesthood, that somehow we've been given less. And I said, but let me tell you some other things. And I didn't even go into doctrinal issues with him because I just didn't think that was going to work with him. I only went into practical statements, and I said, we actually have privileges and opportunities and expectations of us that would require ordination in many other churches. I said, in the temple, and there's not much I can tell you about the temple because it's very sacred to us, but I can tell you that women participate in ordinances that are decidedly of a priesthood character in the house of the Lord.
So I learned Mormon feminism is no different than regular feminism. Only difference is Mormon feminists think the LDS Church is a democracy.